Hey guys, welcome back. Tuesday the 14th of April. We've got a two-part session lined up for you guys today. The first part is going to be some strength training. We're going to do tempo strength, so we're going to explain to you exactly how that's going to work, what tempo we're looking for, and what is tempo training exactly. From there, we're going to go into a 15-minute AMRAP, which is going to be a nice midline and shoulder burner. Okay, let's get started with the warm-up. For today's warm-up, what we're looking for, we're going to set an 8-minute running clock for you guys. So depending on how you are feeling, is how quickly we want you guys to move through the warm-up. The first exercise is going to be 5 inchworm. So you guys are going to go find some space. We're going to try and go down to our toes, walk it out, stretch your hamstrings as far as you can, and then walk it all the way back up. We're going to go for a few of those, no push up at the bottom of that movement. Then we're going to go for some pogo jumps. So the pogo jumps, you guys are going to be doing almost exactly the same movement as you would do with a double under. We're just going to be jumping straight up and down for 20 of those, warming up your ankles and your calves to make sure they are ready for today's workout. Our second last movement in our warm-up is going to be 5 active Spider-Man per side. So it's going to be a nice big lunge. From there, I'm keeping my back leg off the ground. I'm going to try and bring my elbow down to my foot. And then I'm going to stretch up looking at my hand. And I'm going to do 5 of those on each side. Okay, once you guys have done 5 of those, the last exercise we are looking for is going to be 8 up and down dogs. So there's no push up, just an up and down dog. It's going to look like this. I'm going to try and get the hips to the ground. Then we're going to push our head through, loosen up the shoulders, and then back down nice and slowly. And we're going to do 8 of those reps. Let's work for 8 minutes together, and then we'll get back to today's strength part. Okay guys, now that you are done with our warm-up and you're feeling nice and warm, we're going to go into our strength training for today. So for today, we're going to do 2 exercises, 4 sets of each. We are going to focus mainly on the tempo of the movement. So there's 2 reasons why we like tempo training. The first reason is that it makes you ridiculously strong, and we're looking to be ridiculously strong. The second reason is that it builds good technique. Whenever you slow down a movement, we are reinforcing good movement and good mechanics. Okay, so what you guys are going to see next to each movement is a few numbers. Those 4 numbers are the amount of seconds we want you to spend in each position. Okay, so the first number is the eccentric part of the movement, so they're going down. So if I'm doing a squat, this is the eccentric part of my movement, and if we had to put a tempo there of 3, I would count down to 3 seconds to the bottom. The second number is your hold at the bottom of the position. So for the squat, it would be here. So how long am I holding in the bottom position? The third number is the ascending part, so going up out of the movement, and then the fourth number is how long you are staying at the top of that movement. So obviously for each movement that is different, whether you're doing a pull-up or a squat, but for today we are using it for a half kneeling press and a single leg Romanian deadlift. Okay, so it's going to be 4 sets. We're looking for 6 to 8 reps per side. The half kneeling press is going to look like this. We're going to go into that lunge. I'm going to be slightly off balance. I'm going to get my dumbbell or my weight, my kettlebell, my odd object, whatever you guys have. I'm going to get it onto my shoulder. And from there, I'm pressing it up. And then for today, we are controlling it down, and this is where we're going to use the tempo. 6 to 8 reps per side, and then you will change to the other side. Okay, so that's going to be the half kneeling press. The next one, single leg Romanian deadlift, is going to look like this. If I'm going to start with the weight in my right hand, I'm going to be balancing or stabilizing on my right foot. So from here, pushing this leg back, staying active in this glute, trying to keep this leg as straight as possible. I'm going to go down slowly, and then I'm going to control it back up, and we're going to go for 6 to 8 reps on each side there as well. You should be feeling your hamstrings and your glutes working, and not as much on your quads. Okay, so that's going to be the strength training. Let's go through 4 sets. Take your time, make sure you do it properly, and then we'll get into our last bit of today's session, which is the workout. Alright guys, our workout today is a 15-minute AMRAP. It's going to go by nice and quickly. Like we said in the beginning of the session, it's a midline fatigue or midline burner as well as a shoulder burner. 3 different exercises. First one, we are doing 45 double unders or 90 single skips. We've also put in some dot tops for those of you that don't have a skipping rope at home. The second movement we're going to do is going to be 30 sprawls. So that's that half burpee movement that we introduced a couple of weeks ago. And then we are going to finish off the round with 15 ground to overhead with whatever equipment you are using. Okay, so the double unders or the single skips, you guys know well. We're either going to go double unders, or you guys can just do normal single skips for 90 reps. If you guys are doing the dot tops, we're going to set up a little station. So fortunately for us over here, we've got a meter station already, and it's just going to look like this. And we're going to go through our dot tops at the start of each round. Okay, from there you guys are going to go to the sprawls. The sprawls, what we are looking for is to go down in that burpee position. From there, I'm trying to get my knees nice and high. And we're going to go for 30 of those. Okay, that is the midline burner part of today's workout. And then our last one we're going to do is going to be 15 ground to overhead. So depending on what equipment you have, if you have a dumbbell, it can be a snatch or a clean and jerk. Most likely a snatch. Getting my hips below my shoulders, chest nice and upright, and from there I'm driving the dumbbell all the way next to my ear, fully locked up. Go back down, change sides, exactly the same thing. If you guys are using a kettlebell, it's also going to be a snatch. If you guys are using a ball or your odd object, you are going to be using, most likely going to be using both hands. Okay, so same thing, all the way to the top, and then bring it back down. Go for 15 of those. See how many rounds you guys can work in. 15 minutes of hard work. That is it for today's session. We'll see you guys tomorrow.